The power of love. Oh, my microphone. There we go. It's the power of love. I said it's the power of love. Power. Oh, my friends. Oh, my friends. My friends. We got a show. And I got a little bit of. Well, there's lots of news. So about tonight's show. Let me put the comments up there, just to get this whole thing rocking and rolling. Wait a second. We got that right? We got that right? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. My name is Danny Alex, guys. Welcome to Pop Rages. I'm glad to have you here. So every Tuesday night, you can tell right down there. So I needed names for the Tuesday night show and the Thursday night show. The Saturday night show, that's the big show, right? It's Pop Rages Live. It's Saturday night, every Saturday night. So I got the Tuesday show, which is tonight. Thanks for coming in. My name's Danny Alex again. We got some shit to cover, and I'll probably offend some people with a smile. I'll probably offend myself, but I figure that I just can't be scared of offending people. You know what? I just say, screw you all. Like, if I offend you, I'm sorry. Actually, wait a sec. I'm not sorry. Go pound sand if you can't take a joke, right? Am I right? Like, what the hell? What are we talking about? I don't know. So anyway, Tuesday night show. The Tuesday night show now is called Tuesday Big Show. Pop Rages Live. Oh, let's get organized here, Danny. It's the Tuesday Big Show, okay? It's the Tuesday Big Show. That is tonight. Mofo. If I don't offend you by the half-hour mark, click out. Just leave. Just if by in 30 minutes I haven't offended you, I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. The Thursday night show is the Thursday night main event. That's not bad. Each show's got to have a name, and it's not like there's a whole bunch of different shows that ideas you can go pick your. There's only so many things that you could choose from. Is what there's there's Takeover and all these other names, and yeah, you know what? You make it your own, right? That's what you do. You make it your own. So here we are, Tuesday night, guys, and there's so much going on. There's a lot of things I'm going to talk about. Bad Bunny. Holy jeez. I mean, he sucked, right? Am I right? He absolutely sucked butt. Absolutely sucked. Unbelievable how bad it was. And when I was yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Like, I'm not breaking news here. I'm not freaking breaking news. Bad Bunny blew. BBB. Bad Bunny blew. It was freaking terrible. Terrible. Now, on the other side, there was TPUSA and Kid Rock. Freaking blew, right? It freaking blew. Don't tell me fucking anything else. Suck butt. You tell me you want Kid Rock to be at the Super Bowl? Do you remember when they had Prince? Remember Prince? Oh, the Who. They had Maroon 5. Just kidding. Do you remember Maroon 5? He took his shirt off. He's like all buff. He's acting all tough and singing, acting tough. Oh, you don't recover from that. You don't recover from that shit. I keep wanting to say Avril Lavigne. What was his name? His name wasn't Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne's that Canadian skate punker. She's supposed to be dead, and there's supposed to be a doppelganger that's I don't know. There's some conspiracy thing with Avril Lavigne. I think she's a cutie pie. Avril's a cutie pie. She is. Yep. Nope, she is. So guys, there's so much stuff. Billie Eilish. Is Billie Eilish dumb? Billie Eilish, are you watching? Quickly, what's 3 times 4? What? What's 3 times 4? Okay, what's 3 plus 4? We're gonna touch on that. There's no way I'm fucking not touching on that. There's no frickin' way I'm not frickin' touching on Billie stupid Eilish. When you prove yourself stupid, you will be thrown to the wolves, Billie Eilish. You are stupid. How many letters are in stupid? No, not 5. Fuck. Fuck. And Bad Bunny, holy, Bad is right. Like, Bad is perfect. Like, you don't want to, like, if his name was Good Bunny, you'd be like, what the fuck? Did you just watch what I just watched? Did you see the people in the stands? I was going, this is, could you imagine like a huge soccer game somewhere in South America, somewhere in Mexico, in middle of Mexico? They're playing big final, whatever their soccer leagues are. I cannot believe someone's calling me. I'll get rid of that. Can you imagine? So the Mexican soccer league, they're having their final game. And who's the halftime show? Kid Rock. Kid Rock is playing because it's diversity in Mexico. The NFL, one word, two word, one, I mean, there's a few words. NFL fucked up. The NFL, what were they thinking? What was TPUSA thinking? You don't need to hate Bad Bunny. You don't need to like TPUSA and Kid Rock to not like Bad Bunny. Like, fuck you all. Like, seriously. You guys all suck ass. Holy jeez. It's bad. It's really bad. So, it is. Like, why pull a punch? You know, you get so many of these. Look, I'm not left. I'm as far left wing as you can get. If I would say anything, I'm let everyone be themselves, right? I don't give a damn. You want to marry a guy and you're a guy? I don't care. What do I care? Just don't put the gay stuff in my freaking movies. That's all I'm asking for. You could marry 4 gay guys. Polygamy? I don't care. Just don't put it in my movies. And if you put it in my movies, there's like 15 gay streaming channels. Put it over there. Like, what are you doing? Are you heterophobic? Are you heterophobic? This is just fucking common sense. How did the world become so complicated, right? Bad Bunny. Bad fucking Bunny. Holy bad Bunny. Bad Bunny. Where's balls itchy? Like, was there something wrong with his nuts? He always had to cup them. You know, that cup is like, what, are your balls itchy? Like, what's wrong there, bro? Bad Bunny. Fucking bad shit Bunny would probably be a better word. Oh, jeez. I don't know if they tell me that. I always get told, don't swear too early. Don't swear too early into the broadcast. Shit. I know. That's okay. I'll probably never get sponsors because I am. At least when I offend people, I'm doing it with a smile. You know, I'll laugh at it. If you can't laugh at yourself, if someone, you know, now there comes a point when it's a personal attack. Not good, right? When I say Billie Eilish is dumb, it's not a personal attack. She put her intelligence onto the floor of the world to see. She broadcasted it at the Grammys. If you want to broadcast how dumb you are at the Grammys, well, you're gonna get a lot of, like, you know, even Bill Maher was in there. If you don't know, if you don't have the words, just shut up, guys. We're going into Cisco. So, episode 5. This is the one big thing with episode 5 in Starfleet Academy that bothered me. It bugged me a lot. It's the whole thing with this entire show about Cisco, and they don't even show his face once, right? Like, not even once. Not even the actor. The actor had no desire. I got a little clip from the actor which is really interesting. And I got a little slideshow of every little place where there probably should have been a Commander Cisco face, and there wasn't. Right? So we got a little slideshow coming up. We've also got Superman. Superman's back. We got the where's the Grant Morrison? He's making some comments. More so than anything else, I just want to I want to touch back on Superman, because I wouldn't mind throwing a few eggs at James Gunn. The movie was so bad. I am not satisfied with leaving the movie alone. I still got a chip on my shoulder to how bad that movie was. And just from the screenplay itself, it was so weak. And you can touch. There's a lot. Look, we'll get into it. That is in the third segment. Let me show our segments here. We got. That's in the third. So before we're doing, where's Cisco? It's kind of like where's Waldo, right? Where's Cisco? Billie Eilish, oh, she's all poo-poo, because she couldn't do 3+4. What's 3+4? So what happens, guys, when you're homeschooled and your parents are dumber than you are? That is what happens. I strongly suggest, if your parents are dumb, don't let them homeschool you. If your parents don't know what 3+4 is, don't let them homeschool you. That's if there's anything to learn from this, that's probably what we learned. So Superman, we got some trailers at the end. I don't know if we're gonna have time for the trailers, because there's a lot of show we've got to get to, and we can't have this show go into the wee hours of the evening. Well, we probably can, but I do have to get it's anyway. So that is where we are. Did you guys see Sabrina Carpenter when the Billie Eilish thing was going on? Did you see that? Oh my God. Right? She was crying. Stolen. No one's illegal on stolen land. Like, I need a 24-year-old stupid homeschooled. Look, is she talented at music? Well, you know what? I was a musician and I'm not where she is. So she's obviously more talented than I am. I give her that. But when it comes to just being half decent, smart, not dumb, she wins. She definitely wins on that side. So to Billie Eilish. Ooh. Tuesday after the Super Bowl. Did you guys watch the Super Bowl? It's a bad game. It was so boring. It was so boring. It was the worst Super Bowl. It was a boring game, but you knew it was going to be boring. Patriots v Seahawks. Not a dream team matchup. And then you had the bad bunny, right? Bad bunny. So I do not want to play bad bunny. I don't want to play the performance. There's nothing in the performance that makes me, want to. Do I have anything up? Do I have it up? No. So let me share the screen. So basically, the whole idea. So I was watching. I don't know if you were watching Bad Bunny. They had to edit in this cheering. I'm thinking, there's no way all this cheering. There's no way this cheering is real. There's no freaking way. You do an entire halftime show in Spanish. That's literally like going down to Mexico in their finals cup. And who is having George Strait play? What is a George Strait song? I can't remember any George. He had some big ones in the 90s, right? But what? What? The NFL is stupid. Lost it. They're not thinking straight. The NFL is not thinking straight. So let's, where do we have? Live Bad Bunny. Is that the first one we want? No, that is not what we want. Okay, so, oh, geez. it's so much, it's so nice when you when you got someone else helping you with the back end. Like, look, most big channels, we just look. This is the first Poprageous Tuesday big show. This is the first one. So yeah, it's not like we're a big channel. We're growing. We're growing. Give me a break. You can call me a name. That's cool. I'm down. I'm down with name call. A little bit of name calling, not too much, right? So, but where's no, that's not what I want. Where is Super Bowl crowd halftime? There we go. That's the one. Yeah, that is the one. So, so you're wondering. I knew you're watching. You knew that they were having been. I'm a screenwriter. Been for 20 years. I've been in production. Been in front of the camera, behind the camera. Been doing a lot of things, and I'm like, that is not real. That is not real cheering. That is not real stuff going on. So they had to edit it all. Right? They totally had to edit it all. Where did I go here? How can I? Oh, geez, where is it? No. There we go. That's the one. So basically, if you take a look at this, this is the crowd. Oh no, sorry. This is the first one. The first one. This is Bad Bunny during the anthem. Let me replay this. This is Bad Bunny. So you're playing at the Super Bowl halftime show. And the anthem comes on. Everyone is standing for the anthem. You are getting a massive audience. They're giving it to you in front of the country. You do not even have the respect. Not even the respect to stand up. He's beside the guy in the orange shirt. There's only one guy in the orange shirt. He's the one sitting down. This is the anthem. Bad Bunny is sitting down during the anthem. Look, you can have those political views you have. That's fine. You get to have your own opinion, and then everyone gets to argue them in the court of arguments. But to disrespect people in the country that you were asked to play in, if the NFL does not figure out. There's only so much that the NFL fans will take. Look, it's already because how many people can afford to go to an NFL game? An NFL game is going to cost you $400-500 for a ticket. Maybe $200-300 if you're a Cardinals fan, right? Or a Carolina, Panthers fan. There's some teams that have got lower prices, but the beer's going to hit you $15 a beer, right? But the last thing you need is this is just embarrassing. This is embarrassing to the NFL beyond. And then this is the crowd during the performance. Oh, I gotta turn the music off because that Bad Bunny stuff is gonna copyright me. This is the crowd during the performance. Look at that. And they were so careful, right? They were so careful during the halftime show. No zoom ins. If you were watching, there were no zoom ins on the crowd. None. Look at the crowd. The entire crowd is like, what the fuck am I watching here? Everyone's just standing at remember some of the great shows like the Stones, Who, Prince. I mean, the place was in a ruckus. It was in a ruckus. But that is the problem with the NFL. Yeah. Oh boy. Wait a sec. What's going on? What's going on here? Why? Yeah, this is quite strange. Okay, I gotta put this back. So so that is Bad Bunny. That is Bad Bunny in a Super Bowl halftime show. Utter embarrassment. That's the only way you can put it. Utter and complete embarrassment. But you know what? If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. It's their show. You know what? NFL owners, where do you play your game? I know you want to get more people out there. Like in terms of being pop-rageous, pop culture, if you're going to rage against something, this is the kind of shit that you want to rage against. It's just stupid. It has nothing to do. You're going to like, oh my God, like the entire concept of it is beyond understanding. It's beyond understanding. So, why is this? Oh my God. Sorry. Let me fix this. Oh geez. We're on Cisco. We're on Cisco. And we can put this back here. There we go. How come it's not? Sorry guys, we got a little bit strange. Oh, I see. I got it. All right. Oh, yes, update the layout. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So that is Bad Bunny. I think it's an absolute disaster. It's an absolute disaster for the NFL. It's an absolute disaster for NFL fans. It's an absolute disaster for everybody. It's a stupid idea. And now the NFL will pay for the consequences. There's only so much the fans will take, right? There's only so much. It's not like you can do whatever the hell you want. And then one day the fans don't show up and you're like, what the hell? Ask the NBA, right? Ask the NBA about that. So, NFL, you suck ass. NFL, you suck ass. I get an opinion. That's my opinion. Suck ass. Will I watch the NFL next year? Yeah. Maybe not with as much excitement. I don't know. Like you can feel stuff like this just take a couple of more steams out of you. Let's get to Cisco. It's Cisco. Where is Cisco? So guys, have you been watching Starfleet Academy? I had to, episode 5 of Starfleet Academy was so bad. This is literally, they do this ode to Cisco. Benjamin Sisko. Benji Cis. Is Benji Cis? No, Benji is not Cis. Benjamin is not Cis. He's the captain of Deep Space Nine. And I thought, am I good on the Tuesday, on the first episode of the Tuesday Big Show, the inaugural episode, am I going to continue to discuss episode 5, which was still the last episode, right? But we did a Thursday show, we did a Saturday show. But the biggest thing that was bothering me was this entire idea that the actor did the right move and said, look, don't get me involved with this shit. Don't. Avery Brooks, that was smart. And so I want to show you guys two things. I want to show you guys a slideshow of all the places where Avery Brooks or Commander Benjamin Sisko should have been. There should have been his face. It said there was like a cutout, some sort of a cutout. There's an effigy. And then I've got this interview with Avery Brooks, which I think is fantastic. The guy's good. I like him. And I think this is why fans like him. They like him a lot. So let me remove that. We're done with Bad Bunny. We're fucking done with Bad Bunny. Oh my God. Don't bring it. We're done with it, Danny. Don't bring it back up. We're done with it. I gotta like remember it. Oh, did I always say? Did I bring it up? There we go. Yeah. Where's Cisco? So you've heard of Where's Waldo? This is called Where's Cisco. All right. Okay. All right. So, oh boy, me. You know what? Since I just snuck a peek with I can do that. Can I? Maybe. Well, yeah. I can do that. So, update the layout. Yes. So, okay. So this is a little slideshow from episode 5, Starfleet Academy. Where's Benjamin Sisko? You've probably played Where's Waldo. This is Where's Benjamin Sisko. And if we start, this is Sam. She's the photonic hologram. She is a sentient photonic hologram. So this is where we start the episode. She goes to see this course. Now, this is the fate of Benjamin Sisko. You see it right on the screen there, right? Emissary of the prophets. But you see his face is all blacked out, right? It's all covered up. So they got a picture of Avery Brooks, of Benjamin Sisko, and they literally black out his face, right? This is where it starts. This is confronting the unexplainable. You can see right there. So this is how we start. They start talking about this entire show about Benjamin Sisko. Then she gets this book from this course or something that she's going to go. And then again, it's a digital book. So you see this little Benjamin Sisko. It's just a silhouette, right? It's just the outline. She opens it up, and then again, you've just got this kind of outline because you see the Deep Space Nine space station, and you see the outline of Benjamin Sisko. A great place to put his face, right? It would have been a great place to put his face. It would have been. I think we're at the museum now. This is like, is this the museum? But here's where Sam goes, and she goes to look for more Cisco stuff. So there you see at the very far end, you see Cisco's uniform, just the uniform. And then she goes, what was this? This was off of she touched something, and then again, it's just the silhouette. Just enough to know that it's kind of him, but it's not him, right? Because the actor wanted nothing to do with this. This is Sam looking diligently with awe at a uniform of Benjamin Sisko. I mean, it's quite amazing with a 800-year-old uniform. Guess your character is all into a tizzy. That's the uniform, right? Great place to have his face. Would have been a great place. This is an entire, almost like a cult following, but we never see Benjamin Sisko. Nowhere do we see Benjamin Sisko. Do you want to know more? It kind of reminds you of Starship Trooper. Oh, what was the show? Would you like to know more? Well, she does want to know more, so she hits the button. I should have. But this is the whole Cisco museum. So he liked baseball. So there's a baseball glove. I guess they don't have baseball in the 33rd century or whatever century they're at. There's a typewriter. There's a 1950s typewriter. I don't know why. Did I miss something in DS9? You see all the pictures. You see on the left. You see Cisco's Creole kitchen. All this stuff about no face. And then she goes to this contraption. So this thing, how does she, and a multi-dimensional comm badge. That's how she's described this. A multi-dimensional comm badge. Yeah, that's her words, not mine. She talks to it. She does. She talks to it. Nothing happens. There she is. There's our girl. The hologram. She talks to it. Nothing happens. Still no face. There's no face of Benjamin Sisko, the great commander who were 800 years later. There's no image. There's no nothing. But we do have the family tree. So this entire family tree exists They have all this information down, all these details, but no picture of Benjamin Sisko. She goes to Jake Sisko, which just happens to be his son. Well, then we do. Can we get a little bit of Jake Sisko, right? So that's there. Yeah, that's you get a light applause. And after that, she goes back to her teacher, and that's where we learn about the tomato. Like this is an entire show trying to like beef up this whole idea of Benjamin Sisko. And that's Dax, the teacher, right? She mentored Benjamin Sisko. She's got a tomato, and she tells Sam about the gumbo he used to make. This is the big part about Benjamin Sisko, is his kitchen, his restaurant, the Cisco Creole Kitchen, made the best gumbo. Like it was the best gumbo. So somehow that makes it into the episode. He used to grow tomatoes in his quarters. So this now literally becomes a topic of conversation, a part of the screenplay of this TV show. She makes gumbo. You can look at the face. She's quite happy. Brings it to the crowd, brings it to the team. Everyone goes nuts over it. Of course, it's gumbo. It's Cisco gumbo. That's what you're going to have. That's the gay Klingon. There we go. It's the gay Klingon. And we go straight to now this nightclub. This is a nightclub. I kid you not. This is a nightclub where 800 years ago, Cisco went to it used to be a place called the Launching Pad 800 years ago. So this would be something like in the 1200s, going back to the 1200s, as a place of worship for where this character might have been. So they go to the bar where the launching pad was. This whole like, oh my, so literally still no Benjamin Sisko. But we do get finally to something that maybe is going to show us a face of you think that's where the payoff's going to be, right? Benjamin Sisko. They're going to show us his face. It's going to be like a Where's Waldo kind of a thing. The Onslim. And so they have this 800-year-old book. The Dax has this 800-year-old book wrapped up, gives it to Sam. Gives it to Sam. She sits down, and the words just come off the page. We still have no Benjamin Sisko. We have a book that Jake Sisko wrote. But this entire episode is supposed that when Jake shows up, she opens the book, and then Jake shows up. Still no Benjamin Sisko. Still no Benjamin. That is Jake Sisko. Because she opened the book and the words came off the page, so we get a Jake Sisko. But we're in search of Benjamin Sisko. We're in search of Commander Sisko. This is the book that Jake wrote. And this is near the end. So you think at least in the book there's going to be he drew some sort of an image, a picture of his father, and they're going to show like something is going to show us that this episode is actually about this Deep Space Nine commander, right? They're going to show us his face, just like in the left top hand corner, right? Right, like right up there. Somewhere in his son must have drew a picture or something, taken a picture. No, he took a picture. He drew a picture of the valley where his father was going to retire. That's no picture. They hold hands. Sam cries. Dax comes back. We do hear his voice. Before the end of the entire episode, you're thinking, what did I just fucking watch? What was this all for? We don't know. Because we never saw Benjamin Sisko. That's the guy right there. That is, if you were wondering who Benjamin Sisko was, that is Benjamin Sisko. And so the actor basically said, you know what? I'm not in. But that is, look, he was a good commander. He was a good captain. I did not mind Deep Space Nine Commander Sisko at all. I thought he was a pretty good commander. There's not much you can do when you're on a space station compared to being on a starship, like, you know, Picard or Kirk had. So, you know, everything that he was going to do, the stories that he was going to be told, he's static. He's not going out there exploring the galaxy. He's on the fringes on Deep Space Nine. And yeah, a lot of interesting things happen. But that kind of circumstance, even Gene Roddenberry, I mean, he despised the idea of a space station, despised it, hated it. So there you go. That is Deep Space Nine. That's probably the last thing until Thursday night show. The last thing I'm going to say about episode 5 of Starfleet Academy. That's all. That's it. It ends there. Is Billie Eilish dumb? Can we get our next segment? Is Billie Eilish dumb? So you might have heard, you've probably been watching Billie Eilish. You know, look, this is someone who's been homeschooled. This is someone who, like, what's 6 times 9, right? Billie, what's 6 times 9? What's, okay, too hard? What's 6 plus 9? Literally, this is, so, oh no, you know, I got one more thing I want to show with Commander Cisco. And I think this is really important. It's the actor. It's Avery Brooks. I think he's a high-quality guy.
In the original series, I believe there was a scene that
Hold on a second. Let's get this baby set up here. So this is Avery Brooks, and he's being asked a question, and listen to his answer. I think this says everything that you really need to know about this guy.
In the original series, I believe there was a scene that called for Crook to kiss Uhura, and that was a big deal because it was a white man kissing a black woman, and there was controversy around that. It was significant. Benjamin Sisko, do you feel it was significant in television or in society that the leader, the captain, the commander, the kind of leading figure was black? Or is it just he was a character, you know, he happens to be black? Or is it, did it really mean something?
It's a long question.
To me?
Either to you, or do you feel like,
listen to his
this
answer.
is actually
This is a great answer. This is a great answer.
Getting to do something that I think is important?
Oh, no. I didn't think that at all.
Okay.
No, I'm just trying. Joe? No. If every day I wake up and I say to myself, okay, I'm going to do a brown male thing today.
So good.
People say, what was it like being, a black captain? You can't play that.
It is so true. Like, this shows that this actor, this is a good guy. He knows his shit. He's not going to put up and this guy, apparently, from what is it was the answer that he was looking for. So it's not like, but these people will poke and prod. It's like, I am the 7th black female actress, but the first one who was Scorpio, who has a mole on her left cheek, playing presidential aide that gives coffee to the president. Okay, we got to keep track of this shit. Right? Really?
Dude, you can't play Star Trek and guess what color I am? You can't play that. How do you play a color? You can't do that. What I can do is wake up in the morning like I told you, as Samuel and Eva's child. And who is that? A human being. And brown and male and American and all these things. That's what I bring. And they saw that and decided they were going to do that. There was nothing in what I read, at least, which identified him as such.
Thank you. That's actually exactly what I wanted to know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Right on. And you know what, guys? One thing that I will say, and I think this is really important. This is, yeah, that was freaking awesome. Avery Brooks. I mean, that was, but that was a genuine answer, right? That was just genuine. So as a screenwriter, I've written many screenplays. Many screenplays that have been, or TV shows and screenplays. And when you write a screenplay, for at least for myself, I don't write a screenplay. I write you got your protagonists, you got supporting characters, your antagonists, and maybe your supporting characters on the antagonist side, right? So you got these mix of people, but the main characters, your protagonist and your antagonist. There may be cases where it might be race specific. You're writing a story like Philadelphia Story, or you're writing something that is, 12 Years a Slave, or something that is specific to a race. But as a screenwriter, you write something that is impartial. It doesn't say, unless there are specific reasons, as a screenwriter, you will put in a white male aged 35 to 45, and there might be some distinguishing features that you write in for that are specific for that character for a reason. But there's a lot of protagonists that I've written in my screenplays. I don't say whether they're white or black. If someone asks me to write in some DEI stuff or something that is woke, I won't do it. I've been asked that. There's no way I'll do it. There's no way. So hats off to Avery Brooks. So that was, good stuff for Avery Brooks. Not that there's a perfect answer. That was a genuine answer. It solidifies him as the character that he was just a starship or spaceship, not spaceship, a space station captain. But the fact is, in episode 5, you saw Benjamin Sisko nowhere. Nowhere did you see Benjamin Sisko. That's a matter of fact. So let's get to Billie Eilish, shall we? Let's get to Billie fucking Eilish. But it's not the face. I did that. I found that face. I gotta put that up. She's dumb. Billie is Billie. Look, I was a musician. I'll fully admit. Look, she's done way better than I did in the music business. Way better. But she's not smart, right? She's not a very smart person. I gotta let me remove this stuff. So if you've been watching if you did watch the Grammys, I gotta play this to set up this entire clip, to set up this entire segment. I want to play this, and I got some comments I want to make about this whole "no one's illegal on stolen land."
Thank you so much. I can't believe this. Everyone else in this category are so amazing. I love you so much. I feel so honored every time I get to be in this room.
Why do they always love everybody? Like, oh, I love you so much. Like, do you really? I would love to put that love to the test. Love, I love. Oh, love is like, well, fuck you. Like, you love everybody.
And as
Wait for
grateful
it.
as I feel, I honestly don't feel like I need to say anything, but that no one is illegal on stolen land.
Like that was the nobody is illegal on stolen land. That is the big, and of course, after this, there's some great images coming up right after this. But I wanted to stop it there because the statement, there's no one's illegal on stolen land. What she wants to say is, because she has a home on stolen land, we know that. Look, the stolen land will stay as it is, okay? I got my home on stolen land. What we just gotta, it's as long as everyone is legal on stolen land, we're cool. We're cool. But if there are some legal people and some illegal people on stolen land, that's cool. That's not cool. So as long as we don't focus on the stolen land part, because I got a big parcel of that land on stolen land. It is literally, this will go down as one of the stupidest statements in the history of humankind. Oh, there she is. There she is. Sabrina Carpenter. Like she was ready. Like she was ready for the statement. She's crying. It's like she just heard, like she just watched like the end of Ghost, right? She literally just watched. She is full of tears. What? Never mind. I'm not even going to ask. I'm not even.
And yeah, it's just really hard to know what to say and what to do right now. And
if you don't know what to say, then you don't know. You're just dumb. If you're so knowledgeable on the subject, how do you not know what to say? You've got all this pent up knowledge. You're going to educate us, but yet you have nothing to say. If I am passionate about a subject and I have something to say, oh motherfucker, I'll say it. Oh, I'll say it.
I feel really hopeful in this room, and I feel like we just need to keep fighting and speaking up and protesting, and our voices really do matter, and the people matter, and fuck ICE is all I want to say. Sorry.
Yeah, that literally shows her intelligence. That is she's only got these two words, gaslighting words, right? Those are words that gaslight people, right? That's all it is. It's just gas. It's not, she said something profound? No, nothing profound. Nothing.
Thank you so much. I
Oh,
can't
he's so
believe
good.
this.
So good. Oh my God, he's so good. You're so SMRT smart. This is why. And look, there are some smart celebrities. There are some smart celebrities in Hollywood. I mean, not all these actors and actresses are as dumb as Billie Eilish. They're not. Billie Eilish is she's part of the norm. There are many people as dumb as her. Now, I say dumb in the nicest possible way. Uneducated, lacking intelligence, young and stupid is a part of it. You're young and stupid. I'm more than twice her age. Got a little bit of wisdom back, over the years that I've lived. But Billie Eilish Billie Eilish is the poster child of how stupid Hollywood can be, about how stupid Hollywood is. I mean, is there much more to say on the subject? I know that the Indians that have her land want the land back. She's got 5 acres? She's got 5 acres, an entire security team. She's got walls. The walls work really well keeping people out. They do. The walls around her home, they work really well keeping her out, keeping other people out. It's the front gate. It's the front gate concept, right? I got walls. I dare you to climb my walls. Billie Eilish. Dumb as they come. As dumb as they come. No one is illegal on stolen land. Let's not that. Let's forget about the stolen land. We'll just talk about the illegals. Fucking stupid. What about all of Mexico, Central and South America? Where do you think Spanish came from? The Spanish came from Spain. So basically, all of Mexico, Central America, and South America, except for Brazil, which is Portuguese, is stolen land. But we don't talk about that. We don't talk about, no. We don't talk about that. No. Let's get to our next segment, shall we? Our next segment is something I do have a passion for. Have you guys watched Superman? Did you watch it? Superman is. I put in the title. Superman is super crap. And I say that as a screenwriter. As a screenwriter, watching this movie, the only reason it did what it did, the only reason it did, I think about $600 million, take $400 million off of that for just being a Superman movie. Any Superman movie will generate, as a baseline, $400 million minimum. Now you give all this other hype, you put marketing dollars into it and everything else, you're going to extend from that. A $600 million box office for this movie is abysmal. And there's more than enough reasons to get into about why it's abysmal. But Superman 2025, James Gunn, there's literally no excuse for this. I do want to disclose. No, I don't want that. Don't want that. Oh, it's not there. Where is it? Oh, I see. There it is. So, let me share this. It's always so much easier when you have someone else. Help! I need a producer. Help me! I need a producer. So, Superman. I've had a lot to say about Superman. This is such a poorly written movie. The biggest thing that I would say, and people, I've never heard anyone else say this. The inciting incident is so important in a movie. The inciting incident is that point in time where that one incident happens that smashes everyone's world and gets the protagonist doing what they need to do against the antagonist who has just destroyed their equilibrium, right? It is the inciting incident. The inciting incident in Superman, James Gunn's Superman, is built off of the back of Superman just saved the entire city from a 300-foot tall gremlin. He literally saves everybody. And then right after that, in the span of watch the movie again, all of a sudden, Lex Luthor comes on a big screen. He starts talking about how he's got a big harem. He wants to take over the world. None of this is illegal, by the way. None of this is illegal. If you want to keep a big harem, especially if you're Superman, if I was Superman, maybe I'd think about it. Maybe I would. And then all the garbage starts. It is just a patchwork quilt. This movie is a patchwork quilt of scenes. It literally reminds me of The Flash. Remember The Flash? They did so many reshoots and they put this movie together. It's like a Frankenstein monster. It doesn't make sense, but it makes enough sense to make the stupid people think that this is a good movie. All-Star Superman writer details the problems with James Gunn take on Kal-El. Now, I think the problems are way bigger than what Grant Morrison points to. Way bigger. Who is Grant Morrison? That's a really good question. Did I have? Oh, I do. You know what? Let me show you guys. Who is this Grant Morrison guy? Grant Morrison, just so you know who we're talking about. He's a Scottish writer. Grant Morrison is one of the most influential figures in modern comics, best known for the metatextual storytelling and psychedelic revamps of iconic superheroes. Major DC Comics works. Morrison work at DC is characterized by a everything counts philosophy, where they integrate decades of contradictory history into a single narrative. And here you see some of his work. Batman, a legendary 7-year saga that includes Batman and Son, introducing Damian Wayne, Batman R.I.P., Batman and Robin, and Batman Incorporated. Superman, the critically acclaimed all-star Superman, often cited as the definitive Superman story and a reimagining, I hate that word, of his origins in Action Comics. Justice League, a high concept run on Justice League of America that returned the Big Seven to prominence, plus the massive Final Crisis event. And Animal Man and Doom Patrol, surreal. Most people don't know that. So anyway, he's got some street cred, right? He's got a little bit of street cred. So let me just make sure we got everything going. All right, yeah, that looks cool. That looks cool. Let me get so this is what he says. I think like this is not the biggest problem of Superman. Far from it. Far from the biggest problem of Superman. 2025 Superman may have impressed critics and the general audiences upon its arrival, but according to seasoned DC writer Grant Morrison, the James Gunn directorial venture left, I was about to say dictatorial, directorial venture left much to be desired. The author of the 12-issue All-Star Superman comic series, which served as an inspiration for David Cornsweet's Man of Steel, which was a pretty good movie. Look, Zack Snyder's stuff is looking better and better. I have no doubt that when Supergirl comes out, it's going to even look much better post Supergirl. I really do. Like this is about the issues with Gunn's debut DCU outing in a recent interview, primarily highlighting the character's updated origin story. Look, I think the problems are way bigger than just the origin story, but this is where his expertise lies. So this is where his expertise is going to reside. Grant Morrison didn't like Superman getting beaten up in James Gunn's 2025. I didn't mind it because the biggest problem with Superman is he's a flawed character. And I know a lot of Superman fans are going to be, look, you got to write a story about him, okay? So take a pill. I've done videos where people just get absolutely sideways on this shit. You got to write a story about him. There's nothing exciting about someone who goes into a fight and nothing can destroy him and he just beats everyone up. Oh, that's real exciting. That's why every Superman movie has kryptonite and some sort of derivative of his DNA that has to fight him. Because nothing else works. What's the point? What's the point of watching a Superman movie if he can't be hurt? They can't hurt him. I was like, okay, well, I'll be watching the Patriots Seahawks game because that might be a little bit more exciting than a Superman that can't be beat up. Think about it. This is the problem with Superman. So I get where Gunn was going with it. Was it good execution? No, it wasn't. He tried to use the sun, right? The idea that a yellow sun is what makes him powerful, and a few other things. But anyway, I get where Grant Morrison is coming from. Origin stories, all this stuff. Look, you could overlook the origin story if the movie was good. Because you'll just go back and say, yeah, he changed a few things, but damn, that was good. Like, oh, but that wasn't the case. The Scottish comic book writer recently told that the DC co-CEO's take on The Last Son of the Krypton was the best Superman movie yet. However, it did have plenty of shortcomings. It had most of the movie was a shortcoming. It became the closest to capturing what Superman feels like. I had a few things I didn't like about it. I mean, that's being a little bit nice about it. Grant Morrison told Half the Picture. He then pointed out his first qualm with the movie. Gunn made specific choices that I think were made for dramatic reasons. As a screenwriter, that's okay. It is. But what are the reasons for it? That were understandable. Okay, there you go. That were understandable. In order to make him seem more relatable, he had him getting beaten up an awful lot. It's not about being relatable. It's about creating tension. If you're a screenwriter, look, being a comic book writer is not the same as being a screenwriter. They're both wrong. Grant Morrison, I don't agree with you. And James Gunn, your movie sucked. But yeah, you do got to create tension. Whether it was done in the right way, I could argue that. I would do it in many different ways. In order to make him seem more relatable, he had him getting beaten. I want to see him stop getting beaten up and fight back. He was fighting himself. He was fighting a clone of himself. And we can go deep into the idea that Lex Luthor was spouting out commands. He was fighting faster. If Superman fights at near speed of light, you're telling me that Lex Luthor can just shout out commands, someone can type it in, it goes to fake Superman, and that's faster than what? The whole thing is asinine. The whole thing about James Gunn's Superman is freaking stupid. The second aspect of James Gunn's Superman that bugged Morrison was the character's invincible-like origin story. Unlike his backstory in the comics, the movie established that Kal-El's Kryptonian parents had actually sent him to Earth with the intentions of conquering the planet. I didn't like it because I prefer when Krypton's this lost utopia is a lost utopia. More, I like the idea that there was something amazing and nature was wiped out. Their own lack of attention to detail allowed them to be wiped out. I think there's something much more poignant about that. I don't think it freaking matters. I get it. You can write whatever you want about Krypton. This does not have a bearing as to the stupidity of the Superman movie. So look, I'm in the middle here thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? The James Gunn Superman movie was bad. But this was not why it was bad. Not even close. We're talking about the first few seconds or first few minutes of the movie. And it was Lex Luthor's take on what the back half of that message meant. Adding to his critique, Grant Morrison stated, the one thing that I found almost upsetting in that it felt like Superman's morality was quite fragile. I never got that. Honestly, I never got that. It was just based on his wishful fulfillment expletive. I never got that. Never. The problem with Superman was not about his origin story from Krypton. Like, are you serious? You think that was the problem with this fucking movie? The entire 2 hours and 15 minutes was bad. Nevertheless, Superman's monologue in the end to a beaten Lex Luthor did redeem the superhero for Morrison. They put him in a position where I was concerned that he would break down, lose his compass. The fact that he didn't was just nice to see. Look, this is screenwriting. This is the stuff that has to happen to characters. There's nothing better than to see, let's say, take Batman, to see him get his ass absolutely handed to him midway through the second act. Pounded almost to death. That's what gives you the payoff. I don't know if these, like, there's very little similarities between comic books and screenwriting. I'm against both of these guys. I'm against what Grant Morrison is saying. I am against what James Gunn did with Superman. The problem with Superman, if there's no tension, if Superman can't get beat up, if Superman can't die, if Superman can't lose, why are we watching it then? Why do we watch it? It's stupid. It's ridiculous. And this is the problem with Superman. He's a flawed character. There's only one weakness, kryptonite. So in every movie, there's freaking kryptonite. Every movie you see kryptonite come into the equation. Every single one. I even made jokes about Superman 2025 for the whole thing. I say, watch it. He has got to be some derivative of Superman. It'll be some sort of a simplistic clone. And it fucking was. And it absolutely was. Superman 2025 is a much bigger problem than Grant Morrison is trying to suggest. I don't read comic books, so I give a damn about the comic books. Oh, I know, like, a lot of people are like, oh, if the story is good, you keep the basic lore. Obviously, if you're going to write a Superman movie, if they asked me to write a Superman movie, I would fill in all the spots, the things that I don't know, the comic books or the stories that I am not quite 100% fulfilled on. But you got to write a story and you got to develop a movie where there's tension before I close up this segment, there's only one Superman movie that ever made money. Think about that. One Superman movie that ever made money. The very first one. That's a problem because he's a flawed character. They need to come up, and that's what James Gunn tried to do. It didn't work. The way he did it, it didn't work. I would have done. You got to put a dog. You got to put a dog in there. Really? You got to put a dog in there. You start with Batman. You're going to create a DC universe. As a screenwriter, you start with Batman. Batman is the DC universe. He is the eeriest part. He is the most evil, the most morally upsetting part of the DC Comics universe. He is the apex. He is the fulcrum. Apex is almost negative to the fulcrum, right? So anyway, those are my thoughts on this whole James Gunn, Grant Morrison comments. These are not the problems with the movie. Not even close. Not even close. I disagree with Grant Morrison. He's getting into the fine texture. What, Superman can't hurt? Superman can't bleed? Superman can't... Why the fuck are we watching Superman if he can't get hurt? There's no tension. Why are we watching? Look, I get a lot of the stories that Grant Morrison wrote, but sorry, I disagree. I disagree with James Gunn. I disagree with Grant Morrison. Both of them. And oh, Mike is in the house. I've been James Gunn's Superman was akin to Starfleet Academy. Mike, I think you're paddling in my canoe. Gunn's Superman talks too damn much, especially about his own problems. Snyder's Superman didn't hardly have to speak, and if it did, it was about serving others. That's a big difference. Yes. Yes. I never thought. I never thought that it would take James Gunn's Superman to push me towards the Snyderverse, but I was never openly against the Snyderverse. He made a few mistakes. James Gunn has made multiple mistakes. Like, it's just a shitty story. There's no universe. There's no world building. There's no nothing. I don't know if you agree with that, Mike. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. God. You're right. I don't know if you guys got beards or mustaches. You always get a hair sometimes stuck in your mouth. Cheers. Crown apple in my hand, my friend. Cheers, Michael. Yes. I'm almost finished. I almost finished my wine. I'm almost finished for the big Tuesday, big show Tuesday. Yes, Superman. What Superman needs, and as a screenwriter, you need to create tension. You just can't do this. And the problem with Superman is he forces you into doing the same thing every other movie has done. Kryptonite, some sort of DNA derivative of the original. It's a problem. It's a major problem. You know, I was listening to, and I like Gary Beekler at Nerdrotic. I do. I agree with him 80%, 85% of the time. 85, yeah, I think that's pretty fair. 85% of the time. And he was talking about talking about derivative characters that were derivatives of the original characters. And basically every Superman story is a derivative. The antagonist is a derivative. Every single Superman story. We like the idea of Superman. Yeah, the androids. Yeah, at his place. I mean, the whole concept. And then, do you remember when Lex Luthor just sort of walked in and you had Super Chick with the fact that you could suffocate Superman? You could suffocate Superman by putting Superman can exist underwater infinitum, right? You can't drown Superman. So you're not going to shove stuff down his lungs and kill Superman. But apparently that was a thing. That was a like all these stupid things. And then of course he became so much weaker. We had to flood him with yellow light. Well, why don't you just attack on the dark side of the earth? Right? You got the dark side of the moon. Attack on the dark side of the earth. Hey, Superman, come on. Hey, we're in nighttime. We'll hang out in nighttime. So there has to be a part of Superman where he gets the sunlight. It stays within him for like what I don't know what 24, 48 a week. I don't know how many hours it stays within him, right? The yellow sun, the yellow light. But I didn't particularly like Grant Morrison. I'm not going to be. I don't want to be disrespectful. Grant Morrison's comments were pretty surface level. They were pretty. Really, Grant Morrison. Those are your worst critiques of that movie. That's all. That's it. Fuck, I got deeper ones than that, man. Way freaking deeper. That's all you have to say about Superman? Wow. I think I lost more respect for Grant Morrison than I did. If you're going to freaking critique something and you know what the frick you're talking about, you don't have to be a screenwriter like me to have an understanding of story or, concepts of what you did or didn't like. Right, Mike? I mean, Mike, you have a great understanding of story or with things that you don't like that don't make sense within the entire story. Oh, Superman is like James Gunn. Like if Supergirl is anything like Superman, James Gunn is in trouble. We're not in trouble. I unless I'm going to review it, which I probably will. I have no desire to go see Supergirl. If I wasn't reviewing it, I probably wouldn't. I know I wouldn't go see it unless I had friends going or those things, right? That's the whole reason why we. It's a terrible. Superman is not a world builder. Plus, there is no world building going on. There is no feeling or an idea that there is this larger world that's happening beyond. It felt self-contained. It felt like it was like in a hamster cage. When you world build, it feels grandiose. It feels large. It feels necessary. Batman makes that happen, which I've always said this. Why did you not start with Batman? Batman is the world building vehicle of DC Comics. He is the darkness. He is the light. He is the eeriness. He is the evil. He is the good. He is everything. Superman is just the goody two shoes. I'm ultra powerful. You better have some kryptonite. I'm gonna fuck you up, motherfucker. If you don't got kryptonite, I am here. I am here to mess you up. Exactly. He breathes his space. He breathes underwater. He's like ultimate. He's ultimate guy. And then you're just gonna have some super powered ultra female girl that just like, oh, remember you say, to see Superman show. Look, Grant Morrison did not, he was nice. I've been a lot meaner to this whole James Gunn Superman. That was pretty conservative. That was kid gloves, major kid gloves on Grant Morrison's side. Really? That's all you got to say? That's it? That's it? Those are your critiques of James Gunn Superman? That's it? Grant Morrison? Like, I like Jason Momoa, but wish he didn't play that new character on Supergirl. Oh, Lobo. But, you know, the reality is Lobo will be the highlight of Supergirl. They're counting on Jason Momoa, right? Because they're only showing him a little bit. That's all they're doing. They're just showing him just a little bit. But Jason Momoa is basically propping up this whole thing. If you take Lobo out, if you take Jason Momoa and Lobo out of this thing, what do you got? Oh my God, you've got like a $237 million gross movie. Momoa puts $200 million in the box office. I think he does. Yeah, more people will go see Supergirl because of Lobo. Then what's the actress name? Millie. I mean, she's like I'm not gonna. Millie Bobby Brown. I do not like Millie Bobby Brown. That's not even a nice thing to say. Overrated. Millie Bobby Brown. I typed in Millie Alcock, right? Could be a tough last name for a girl, right? Alcock. Shit. Like I liked her in House of the Dragon. But Supergirl's got no standing. She's got no cred in the cinematic universe of everything. There's nothing there. So yeah, Michael, yeah, Lobo brings in everything. Everything. He brings in the masculinity. He brings in the superhero. He brings in the supervillain. He brings in everything that we associate with the idea of DC more. He is, right? He epitomizes it. Some big, strong, badass motherfucker. That is literally. Momoa needs to come back to Stargate as Ronan, which is the character. He was small though, right? He was not Jason Momoa that we know of today. If he goes back, they pay him like he'd be so expensive to get back into the new Stargate, Michael. They would have to pay him so much money. They'd have to pay a lot of bucks. And I don't think they'd probably, well, look, I mean, Rings of Power. Fuck, that's coming out this year, right? Rings of Power. Oh my God. They spent it on Rings of Amazon likes to burn money. They do. They like to burn money. That's part of part of what they do. True, that's what I'm worried about. However, he owes his frame to Stargate. He owes a lot to Stargate. We'll see. I mean, there's a lot of actors that, this is the budget. We can't fit you in. And a lot of actors will say, you know what? I want to do it. Like, I want to be a part of it. And it's not, and of course, for Momoa, it's not about the money, right? It's nothing to do with the money. He's okay. He's okay. He's better. He's doing better than we are. Much better. Did you like the Super Bowl, Mike? Did you like the Super Bowl? Fuck, it was bad. It was so boring. Halftime, I was like, oh, geez. We just turn the volume off and just work on videos. Like this, it was. His best friend is a guy that played John Shepard, and he's trying to get him in there. Yeah, well. Hey, Hollywood's a buddy system. Total and complete buddy system. That's what it is. That's what they do. Buddy system. Especially when it comes to like DEI. Like when you have those activists in there, if you're not towing the political line, you'll never get a job. You will never get in. You could be the best screenwriter in the history of screenwriting, but if you do not write DEI content or gay themes or themes that are progressive and modern, you'll never get in. You will never get in. And as Stone Cold Steve Austin says, and that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Super Bowl is a joke. The game was boring and turned to Kid Rock's halftime show instead. And Mike, the Kid Rock show sucked ass. They both sucked ass. That's my choice, Kid Rock or Bad Bunny. Kid Rock didn't even sing his own song, right? I mean, it was like this. Look, TP fucking USA. Like, I got my own. Yeah, they're pretty. I get the principle of it. I totally get the principle. I will not watch Bad Bunny. You saw the people in the audience, right? No, like everyone's just standing there, right? Just standing there going, "What the fuck am I watching? Did I buy? Is this the Super Bowl? Or is this like the Latino Cup of Mexico? Like what am I watching?" It was pretty bad. I TPUSA. I got no like for TPUSA. Erica Kirk, fuck, please. Actually, he proved that he didn't lip sync totally. And I don't like TPUSA, especially with all the stuff going on with them. But if I had a gun to for sure. If I had a gun to my head, I'd watch Kid Over Bunny. Absolutely. What I get tired of are these YouTube videos that are like, Bad Bunny sucked. Oh my God, Kid Rock was so fucking amazing. Oh, please. They both kind of sucked. If you had to watch the worst sucked one, like, I'm not even a Kid Rock fan. That's the big thing. Now, like, look, if you're gonna get like the Sex Pistols up there, you're gonna bring Johnny Rotten back to life and get a little bit of Sex Pistols fucking energy. I think it's not gonna happen, right? It's not gonna happen. I don't even know which band I would want today. I don't even know. Yeah, Eric. Yeah. Well, Mike. You know how you cover up a crime scene 48 hours afterwards with concrete if it's not a crime scene. Did you see him carrying his body to the vehicle? Not one drop of blood anywhere. Not one drop of blood. Look at his running shoes. Angel white. Not one drop. These guys were doing triage on him. He was hit like right here, right? None of the blood soaked into his t-shirt. It's fucking AI, man. It's fucking all AI. I work a lot with AI on my science channel. Not one drop soaked into his angel white shirt as it just bounced off his shirt. And then you see them working on the ground. They're smiling and laughing, doing triage. No blood. There's no blood on people's running shoes. There's no blood on the hands. There's no blood anywhere. There's no blood, nothing. Nowhere do I see frickin' burgundy. Nowhere. And they're carrying this comatose body. The shoes are white. Everyone. Like, you would think there'd be blood on the soles, right? So they would be making blood prints. Not even that. There's not even blood print. There's not even, the dinosaurs made footprints. Fuck. But people just ignore it. Like, everyone just ignores it. Like, well, it was probably magic blood or something. He had super blood. The super blood, so it couldn't make footprints going to the car where they threw his body in. Why didn't they go to the main hospital? They went to the secondary hospital where they had a surgeon that was already set up. Where's the funeral? Where was the funeral? Not the fucking whole. Where was he buried? Where's he buried? When was the funeral? Not the memorial service. The memorial service is not a fucking funeral service. When people pass and they want a ceremony, they go and it's private. Princess Diana, when she passed. We know where she is. Where she rests. We know where Elvis Presley is. We know where Jim Morrison is. She was using tissue paper on her face as if she was crying from far. Too long and everything she was doing for a while. I always find people suspect when they cry. Oh yeah, she was pushing those tears, right? Pushing the tears. No, they said he had the super bones, right? Where a 30-06 deflected. However, they could never find the bullet. Oh, it's just all bullshit, right? It's all bullshit. Anything TPUSA, TPUSA to me is as bullshit as the far left. It's as bullshit as the far left. That's just me talking out loud. That's just me talking out loud. Oh my God. Billie Eilish is stupid. Amen, brother. Yeah. Billie Eilish is stupid. Right? Stolen. You can't be illegal on stolen ground, but we'll keep the stolen land. Oh fuck! How many times have cultures conquered each other over the years? When does stolen just stop to be stolen and it's fucking conquered land? I like the word conquered. I mean, the native Indians were slaughtering each other, enslaving each other. They make it sound like the native Indians of North America and South America, like the Incas fucking slaughtered people by the thousands. The Aztecs slaughtered people by the thousands. The Mayans slaughtered people by the thousands. The wandering bands. My dad used to tell me, if you don't use the land, if you don't set up and actually establish, the native Indians were killing each other over the land. So one native Indian tribe held this, and then 50 years later, someone come in, they'd slaughter that tribe, then they'd hold it, enslave this tribe, then they'd go and fight this tribe, they'd win that, they'd conquer that one, enslave that tribe. How far back do you have to go? Like, when do you know what? You fucking lost. You got conquered. So basically, if Europe didn't come to North America, they would still literally be chucking spears, right? They would literally still be chucking spears here in North America. North America, no one can go there. It's like that island right off of... No one can go to North America because it's a protected... What about all the jungles where the indigenous people in Brazil, South America, and all that? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. What about Africa? They still got slavery in Africa. 20 million slaves in Africa. Slavery is alive there. It's like, well, I don't know. Yeah, Billie Eilish has a $12 million home on Indian land. How idiotic is that, right? She's feeling it now. Like it's called karma. I think that's what it's called, karma, right? But oh, it's insane. It's insane. So there are some. So we'll get to we'll get to the last segment of the show. Oh, I did not sleep that much last night. I didn't. I think I got 4 hours. I'm gonna have a good sleep this evening. I will. I feel it. But there are some great. I wanted to play some of the trailers. And a few came out over the weekend, right? Obviously, Super Bowl weekend. There's one. Oh, I'm gonna play the Mandalorian and Grogu. I think the Mandalorian and Grogu guys is going to absolutely suck. Oh, that's not what I wanted. No. Where is it? Mandalorian. There it is. Mandalorian. So I got a few trailers that I want to play, and I think this is one of the worst. There we go. That'll work. Oh shoot, where is it? So let's play this. So here, Mandalorian and Grogu. You saw. So this is all about. This movie is all about. Oh, he's so cute. Like, do you really think that? I'm not. A picture says a million words, and in this case, you start to realize that they used such. Now, the story might be fantastic, so I might be running ahead of myself, calling this movie down. I don't think I am. Oh, he's so adorable. What are you supposed to? What? I understand why you're trying to. Audiences aren't this, especially in today's world. Audiences are not this shallow. You had better come up with a fantastic story with the Mandalorian and Grogu. You had better have a fantastic story, or else this thing is going to crash and burn. It's going to be a disaster. That was real funny. It's like one of those buddy comedies, right? It's like the whatchamacallit with Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. It's a buddy comedy. This is cinematic. You need people that are going to go out there and spend $30, $40, $50 on a night out. A family going to spend $150, $200 to see this. This is, I'll wait till it's out on Disney Plus. And it could be a lot sooner than we think.
Yes! Impressive.
These special effects look no better than 1981. Honestly, they don't. You can see it's model scale. You literally can tell that this is model scale. This looks like 1981 special effects. Fuck. Wow. I mean, this is what the Empire is going to do. They're going to send these walkers across mountainous. Oh my god! I just. I just did a video on my science channel: Star Wars versus Star Trek. Who would win? The problem with Star Wars is they make the Empire. They have this freaking unbelievable firepower. There's no way anyone could withstand the firepower of even just Darth Vader's main ship, right? That 12-mile long frickin' behemoth. They make the Empire look so stupid, but their firepower is insane. is insane. Even the Rebel, but it just, there's so many iterations of space combat that makes everything look stupid. And the Mandalorian and Grogu, I'm not.
Good shot, baby.
Oh my God, that is cringe. Guys, that is so cringe. I don't know what you guys think, but to me, He-Man, to me, that is bad. That is bad. That is really bad. Not good. The other one I wanted to show, I mean, there's all these new trailers, and so, oh yeah. So, Cliff Booth, and I got that. This one is with a little bit of. Oh no. Sorry, this is that's Disclosure Day. This is. I'm gonna put it on the right one. Put it on that one. Share this tab.
So you helped
Brad
Rick
Pitt.
subdue those hippie intruders, huh?
Something like that.
You said it like there's more to it.
I don't possess many talents, but I know better than getting away with a good story.
Brad Pitt still looks good. Like, right? Like, what is he, 60, 61? The guy works out. He looks good. I think this movie might surprise to the upside. I really do. Oh, you know, I'm probably gonna I will get copyright striked. I'll have to delete it because you get most of your views after the live, so you don't want to get a copyright strike. So I'll probably have to like snip this. I might have to snip this entire trailer out. But anyway, because of the music, it's because of the music. We'll see. But I like the tone. I like the feel. You know, Brad Pitt movies generally don't. Formula One was his best performing movie. Then after that was World War Z. So it's not like his movies do big bucks. So if this movie does, I'm not sure what the budget is. If it does $300-400 million, if it pushes $500 million. It's gonna be. I think it's a summer release. This might be a sleeper hit. It could be. We'll. I mean, it feels. To me, it feels good. It feels good.
Think you're real funny, huh? I'm a little funny.
So there you go. That is the Cliff Booth, The Adventures of Cliff. It might do better than most people think. And the other one more trailer I wanted to show tonight was the Steven Spielberg Disclosure Day. I'm open about this one. I don't know if there's enough we can see that's going to tell us how the show's going to do. That's pretty weak. That's pretty weak. So I hope on Disclosure Day that there's something more coming, but from that trailer, it doesn't seem too exciting. So, but there you go, guys. That's everything that I had on the Tuesday Big Show. My name is Danny Alex. Michael, I hope you still got some of that crown and goodies back in your cup. I'm going to get myself a little bit more. I'm going to sleep early tonight, I think. Oh yeah. After everything. Tuesday night, it is the Big Show. Thanks for coming down, guys. We are back on Thursday night main event, the first ever Thursday night main event here at Poprageous. We are going to be going over the episode 6 of Starfleet Academy on Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Stop in, guys. Thank you very much. My name is Danny Alex. This is Poprageous, and I will see you in 2 days' time. Cheers. Oh, sorry. You're still there.
Yeah, baby. Are you not entertained?
I'm sorry, baby. I didn't know it was your turn.
You. Look at me.
Yes.
What's wrong with being sexy? I mean, there's no sex. If these go to 11,
Does that mean it's louder?